2003, I can recall our trip to Shimla. It was like our second honeymoon. Beautiful place, exotic, scenic beauty, and perfect paradise for the lovebirds like us. So it was a planned trip for 4 days. We had our reserve tickets for return in hands. In those days, it was not so common to have mobile phones like in recent times. In fact, the cancellation and reservation of tickets was not just a matter of touch. Now, we were enjoying our company together so much so that we wanted these days to never end. So we made a plan. We called home and said, "Mom, there is a landslide over here. All the roads are blocked. I'm afraid we will have to miss our train for today." And when we inquired, the next train available is only after 2 days. So that's it. We extended our trip for the next 2 days and we had so much fun and adventure together. After 2 days, when we reached home to Lucknow, my mother-in-law told me, "Your mother suffered a stroke." I said, "What?" She said, "Yes, your mother suffered a severe stroke and she had to be brought to SGPGI, Sanjay Gandhi Postgraduate Institute in Lucknow." I said, "Where is she?" She said, "After being treated for 2 days in the hospital, she has been carried back home in Kanpur." I said, "Why didn't you tell me?" She said, "We would have told you if you would have called." The reason for our not calling home was the white lie which we used to extend our trip. When I reached my home in Kanpur, what I saw made me feel so weak, as if my legs were not able to support my body, and I fell into a chair. The lady who had always been standing to fight with the entire family for the education of her daughters, the lady who ran from one class to other just to groom the personality of her daughters, the woman who was our entire world, who filled our life with joy and happiness, was lying on the bed, unconscious, with oxygen mask covering her mouth. I wanted to shout, "Sorry, Mom, sorry for not being there when you needed me the most." I hated myself, I cursed myself, I wanted to punish myself, but all I could do was to pray to God. My prayers got accepted. She started recovering, although she succumbed to lifetime ailments like diabetes, high blood pressure, cholesterol, and hypothyroidism. She began to live a normal life. Let us move a few years forward, 2005. After 3 consequent miscarriages, my pregnancy was a real complicated one. I was confined to bed, allowed to move only for natural cause. The same year, my sister got engaged. Although my father tried to negotiate with her in-laws that the marriage date be scheduled post my delivery, but it didn't work out. So you see, I was not a part of my only sister's marriage. And to add injury to the insult, my father was left all alone to look at all the arrangements, right from catering to arrangements to bookings to money matters to decorations to relatives, everything. That day, my father fainted. When the doctor was called upon, he said his sugar levels were really low because he hadn't eaten quite well since a few days. So you see, God rendered me useless once again. Once again, I was not there when my father needed me. Sometimes I'm haunted by the regrets of these unfulfilled responsibilities and duties as a daughter. According to a research made by the scientists of Cornell University, US, 28% of the participants were odd self-regrets. The people who believe that their being depends upon their duties, obligations, and responsibilities. Robert Schiller says it's unfulfilled dreams that keep you alive. Sometimes I ask my students, what do you want to be? Some say choreographer, some say politician, engineer, scientist, astronauts. My dear friends, What do you want to be? Do you want to be rich, famous, successful? You know what I want to be? I want to be that daughter who should have been there when her mother was on the verge of death. I want to be that daughter who should have been there when her father needed a hand. I want to be that daughter who can extend her love, care and help whenever her parents need it. This is Surabhi Jain saying goodbye till we meet again.